Going on, guys? It's Wednesday night and there's a full moon out tonight, and I just got out of the movie theater. I'm in the parking lot. I saw Killing Faith. It's a pretty interesting western, but it's kind of like a supernatural western in some ways. It wasn't quite the Undead Nightmare adaptation that I was hoping for. I knew that's not what I was getting, but I still hope we get a zombie western someday. And if anyone knows of any good zombie westerns, leave it in the comments because I'd love to know of some. But yeah, this film was pretty interesting. It was certainly different. I'm a big fan of westerns, so I was really happy to see a western just in general. We don't get many nowadays, especially one with like a cool little supernatural twist like this one had. It doesn't go too heavy on the supernatural stuff though. It still very much feels like a standard western at heart. It has a lot of the same like themes and tropes as a lot of other westerns, so you might not see anything too new here outside of like the supernatural aspects of it. But yeah, there's some pretty like twisted, wicked stuff happening here. I honestly could have used some more of it. I think if this leaned more into the horror, it would have been cool. But I also think it's pretty neat how sparingly it kind of uses it, so when the spookier stuff starts happening, it's like more effective. So yeah, I would say just go in kind of expecting your standard western and then be pleasantly surprised by some of the aspects that are a bit different. There's some pretty good performances in the film too, I'll be honest. I don't know the names of any of the actors in this film. I recognize the lead. He was good. I just kept thinking he looked like David Spade for some weird reason. There is some like exposition and backstory delivered via dialogue in this film, which normally I hate, but I actually thought it was done pretty well in this film. It's like obvious that they're trying to give backstory with their dialogue, but it's not overly egregious like I see a lot of movies and TV shows are nowadays. Yeah, there were certain aspects of this film that were like actually better than I expected them to be, or like better than they needed to be for what kind of film this was. This seems like a pretty mid to low budget western that got very little to no marketing. I didn't see a single trailer for this. I didn't see a poster even hanging up in my theater for this. All I saw was the show times. I read the synopsis and I said, hey, I'm in. So yeah, I really don't know what kind of box office turnout this film is gonna get, but I also don't know how much money it really needs to make to be profitable, because who knows how much it costs. Yeah, I definitely didn't dislike this movie, but I didn't love it either. I'm very much in the middle on it. It had some aspects I really appreciated and some slower moments that kind of bored me. There was like one character in particular that was really annoying, Edward Yacht, Eddie Yacht, idiot for short. It's a bad joke. But yeah, that character didn't do it for me. One thing I liked about this movie though is it's not scared to like kill characters off. Just some crazy shit will happen out of nowhere, and like they might not fully explain it. There are some certain things that happen in this film that were kind of either vague or left up to the audience's interpretation. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I will say I also really liked the ending of this film. I thought it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I think there's a lot of ideas here at play in this movie. I don't know if all of them get like fully as fleshed out as the filmmaker probably wanted them to be. I'm sure they trimmed a lot of this film down for time and to just make it like more consumable. There's a possibility the film might have been a little bit confusing, so they just trimmed it down and made it more entertaining. The film's like 108 minutes long, so like just under an hour 50, and obviously if you don't include the credits, you know, it's even shorter than that. So but I think it's good the film doesn't overstay its welcome, although when it comes to westerns I really don't mind a longer runtime. It's almost kind of expected. Yeah, I think with like maybe a little bit more time and money and maybe like another pass on the script, I think this could have been something really special. But it's kind of just like an entertaining flick. You go out, you watch it one time, you kind of forget about it. Or, you know, I don't think I'll ever really watch this again. But it's definitely one of those movies you kind of talk about at work the next day. You're telling your friends like, oh, I saw this crazy movie. Like, you'll never believe what happens in it. So yeah, again, as a fan of westerns, I was like totally entertained by this. I thought pretty much all aspects of the film were totally serviceable. It just never really got over that line to be like super good or anything like that, but I'm still glad I went and saw it. Of course, I have my unlimited pass. Maybe if you pay full price to see this, you might feel kind of ripped off, but I was happy with it. But hey guys, thanks for watching. That's pretty much it, and I'll see you next time. I'm at home now. I'm watching It, Welcome to Derry, and I just realized I never gave my Letterboxd review. So out of 5 stars, I give Killing Faith 3 stars.